listening to the Backstage Krew Podcast. And on tonight's episode, we're talking about WWE Friday Night SmackDown. And it's in Lincoln, New England, April 14th, 2023. And we'd like to give a happy birthday shout out to Lita. Shancho, what you think about the show tonight?
Man, it's a pretty good show. Pretty entertaining, man. Everything was really good. What would you say?
Hey, for the most part, it was a good match. It was a couple matches in there that I wanted to see. You know, and it started off with the match that I've been wanting to see the kickoff. I thought they was gonna prolong it, but it was the LA Knight and the Xavier Woods match. I was waiting to see that. That was a good match. What you think?
Yeah, that was probably my favorite match of the night right there.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a little beef going back and forth now.
That's why I was about to just say I think it's going to be a little bit more of a beef just because how Xavier Woods got the win instead of beating them. Mm-hmm. It was more of where LA Knight can say and the public can look, the LA Knight fans can say, hey, you didn't beat LA Knight. You got him, you sneaked him. You know, he wasn't ready for he had his back turned, and you tugged his trousers. Yeah, it's gonna be a beef for sure, and they building up LA Knight character to where he at least can't just get flat out beat. You know, he got beat, but he just didn't get flat out beat.
Yeah,
at least you gotta out wrestle. He outsmarted him in ring psychology, basically.
Woods took the win on that one, but came backstage and met up with Imperium. But basically, man, he going after the Intercontinental Championship now too. Man, he rolled up on him, blowing the horn at him, and Gunther said that was disrespectful. He did come at him correct. But so I guess we're gonna be seeing the Intercontinental match coming up at some point down the road. And we had following that was Escobar versus Priest. What'd you think about that?
That was a good match. That was the second match I've been wanting to see. I wanted to see Priest back in the ring. Man, he been getting beastie since he been with Judgment Day, man. Like, when he was solo by himself, it was like, oh,
even
he good.
He was with Bad Bunny.
Yeah. But now, it's like his whole style, everything, he's just a beast. And Escobar code too, man. He be putting on a show.
And when he was with Bad Bunny, he had that Chuck Palumbo vibe when he was the biker guy.
Yeah, it's like some Native American dude. You know, He don't do that arrow stuff no more. I'm glad he don't do that.
Yeah, I don't like that. But that was a real good match.
He found himself. It was a good match. Yeah. They both found themselves. Two wrestlers that found themselves in a position right now. They was always good wrestlers, but they found themselves in a position in the storyline, and they making it look good, you know.
Man, I was surprised to see Priest take the win though tonight, man. I thought Escobar had that.
Me too, man.
But man, Priest ended up beating him down, and then they got into it with the LWO, but Rey Mysterio came out to save the day.
Yeah, you see, Zelina Vega gave Rhea Ripley the Hurricanrana to the post. But yeah, man.
And then after that was Liv and Raquel in the ring, and then they got met by Green and Sonya. So we're gonna be seeing them. Basically, they were trying to set up a tag team title shot for themselves. So Liv and Raquel said, "We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna go another match
for sure."
So, man, then after that was the return of Shinsuke Nakamura versus Madcap Moss. And what was your opinion on that one?
Good wrestlers, but I don't know, man. I didn't see it was a reason for them to be beefing in the ring. I guess they were just two good wrestlers in the ring wrestling each other.
Yeah, it kind of didn't have anything behind it, and it just felt like a match to be a match.
Yeah.
And they didn't have real hype for Shinsuke Nakamura to make a return with it.
No.
I mean, it was cool, but it was a good match and all, but there's no story behind it, so there's nothing with it, so.
He just won.
But I guess it did set up the match because Cross and Scarlett showed up after
set the tone.
Set the match after that match, and they pulled the Mysterio card on them.
Yeah.
So that did set up Cross versus Shinsuke now. So
yeah.
But it could have been done better than that, I think. But anyway, it was a good match on both of them. And then we had Ricochet and Strowman, man. They got attacked backstage by the Viking Raiders out of nowhere. Man, so next week we gonna see those people beat up.
Man, hey, Viking Raiders look like they on the takeover, man. They putting in that hard work beat downs.
Yeah, they came back going strong. And then we saw Paul Heyman, Usos, and Solo in the ring, standing across from Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sammy. Tonight, the Tribal Chief put in the order for Solo to get him done.
Mm-hmm.
So he also said he's getting tired of this whole Sammy and Kevin Owens angles, all this going on. So it's gonna be an end to it. I think, did he say at Backlash that the Usos are going back for their belts?
Think so.
Yeah. But then we saw Solo and Riddle facing each other. Everybody went to the back, cleared the ring, and that was a really good match for the night too, man. You know, I was happy to see Solo take the win on that one.
Ain't nobody done kicked out from a Samoan Spike yet.
Nope, not from Solo, for sure. So,
and he do it so nasty.
Yeah, he gave it to Riddle real nasty.
And he destroyed Riddle tonight.
Yep.
Riddle sold it.
Yeah, that was a cracking match. Go back and check that one out, man. That was the slam of the night right there. So yeah, check that out on our YouTube.
Yeah, man. Well, with that being said, this is the Backstage Krew Podcast.
Find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Patreon, Twitch. We're on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora.
You can also check us out on www.backstagekrew.com. And Shane Show, where you get your LWO gear from.
Man, www.shop.com. Real quick shipping on it too.
Man, you got that ASAP, man. Yeah. They just came out. You got the hat and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, just in time for summer.
Yeah, gotta cop that. Well, with that being said, till next time.